Good afternoon and welcome to my live Forever in Motion class. My name is Kereen and I'm one of the recreation therapists with the Community Older Adult team, and I will be leading your class again today. I did it last week too. I'll be doing it again today. I don't know if that makes you lucky or unlucky, but you're stuck with me again today. So what you're going to need for today's class, the usual. Grab your tubing or TheraBand, whatever you're working with, a good sturdy chair, good pair of running shoes, and your water bottle. If you've got all those things, we are good to go. We can start off with a march while I give you some other instructions, and I'm just going to give you some other posture cues. And while I'm talking, I see that I should probably raise this up a little bit. Okay. So starting off with that march, now it does look crooked, but oh well. At least you don't have a whole bunch of floor anymore. So posture, you want those shoulders back and down. Your core is engaged, so you're bracing your stomach nice and tight as though someone's going to give you a nice playful punch in the stomach. You're either standing up nice and tall or sitting up nice and tall. Chest is up, all proud, like you're showing off a new necklace or a new bow tie. And yeah, just remembering to grab a drink of water anytime you need, all those usual cues that we give you. And remembering always, work at your own pace. If at any point you're feeling pain, discomfort, or like you're overexerting yourself, make sure that you stop, slow down, or adapt to whatever you're doing. We always want it to be a safe class. So starting off just with that regular march. And now let's take it wide. And remember to grab a drink of water anytime you need. You don't need to wait for me to tell you it's time for a drink. It's important to stay hydrated. Helps to regulate body temperature, makes for a safer workout, and helps to prevent cramps. You've probably heard me say that a few times. All right. We've got the legs wide. Let's go wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Keep the arms moving with it nice and big. We want to warm up upper body and lower body. And remember, the exact same thing can be done on your chair. That chair is there for either doing the exercises seated, which you are welcome to do either standing or seated, or to switch back and forth, whatever you need. But that chair is also there for whatever level of support you need. Okay, first of all, take note of which leg you're initiating the movement with. I'm starting with my left, so I want to tap down and switch so that I'm starting with my right. Okay, now that we switched, I'll continue on about the chair. It's there for whatever level of support you need. So we encourage you to be behind it. I am off to the side so you can see what I'm doing with my legs. But, like I said, we encourage you to be behind it. And that chair is there for whatever level of support you need, either both hands on the chair, or maybe one hand, or maybe just fingertips. Or your hands are just kind of hovering above the chair. It's there in case you lose your balance and need to grab on. If you're feeling comfortable being beside it, that's totally fine, but we still suggest that you are within arm's reach so you can easily grab it if needed. Okay, keep the legs wide. If I am going too fast for you, feel free to slow it down. And once we get through the warm-up part here, if I'm going too slow for you, feel free to speed it up. And 4, 3, 2, last 1. Let's bring those legs back in, back to a regular march. And let's take that to a tap to the front. So starting with your left leg, just tap to the front. How about we do a regular bicep curl with that? I want to do a heel dig when I do the bicep curl. Let's keep that toe tap bicep curl. both arms. And let's take it to single arm, single leg, same side. Of course, you're going to do it single leg. You're not taking both legs forward at the same time. Just checking, testing you. And 4, 3, 2, last 1, and we're going to switch to opposite arm, opposite leg. So this should actually feel more comfortable, more normal for you, but because that is your kind of natural walking pattern, opposite arm, opposite leg, but when we kind of specify things for you, people tend to overthink it and get a little bit confused by it, but keep trying any of the moves. Keep trying and it does get easier. 4, 3, 2, last 1, and just back to regular march. We are going to take that to just a simple step touch. So we're going to step to, I like stepping this way, to the right because I've got more room there. Okay, so step together, step together, step together, step together. Just get comfortable with the feet in that motion. And then we can add in some arms. How about we do a low swing? I'm gonna have to move my chair out of the way. Keep going with that low swing. If you are doing the exercises seated, same thing. Just tapping to the side, swinging the arms to the side, sitting up nice and tall. Keeping that chest up, chin tucked. Let's take arms and legs opposite side. Four, 3, 2, last 1, and just back to regular march. Next up, we are going to do a hopscotch front. So you are either reaching towards or touching the opposite ankle, whatever works for you. Again, feel free to slow it down if I'm going too fast for you, or speed it up if I'm going too slow for you. And 4, 3, 2, last 1, and just back to regular march. And next up is the hopscotch back. So that was the hopscotch front. Now we'll do the hopscotch back. So we are going to be reaching towards or touching the opposite heel in the back. So reaching back. Still standing up nice and tall, and you can do this seated, not quite as easy, but you can do it. The last time I did a class, and the majority of it was seated, I actually got a fair amount of feedback that it was harder than doing it standing, which is very interesting. Unless you've tried it, you wouldn't think so. But I found the same thing. A lot of the moves were tougher. So it did make the exercise tougher, the workout tougher. 4, 3, 2, last 1, and just back to regular march. Grab a drink of water. Keep those legs moving. All right, so starting again with that march. And let's take that to wide legs. I'm not even going to count you down, take you straight into those wide legs. Keep those arms moving nice and big with it. And so just for fun, and I know you will consider this fun, take it down low. Whatever works for you. We're going to keep it down low for a bit. If you need to pop up sooner before I say, feel free to do it. And 4, 3, 2, hang in there, last one. And bring the legs together, bring it up. We'll march that out a little bit. Give those legs a little bit of a break. And then we'll go into that again. So, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take the legs wide. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it down low. Hang in there. Keep going a little longer. If you can, remember, feel free to pop back up anytime you need. 4, 3, 2, last one. And bring those legs back in, bring it back up. Okay, I think we'll do that one more time because it is so much fun, right? Okay, giving those legs a little bit more of a break. 4, 3, 2, last one, and take those legs wide. And we will take that down in 4, 3, 2, last one, take it down. Remembering to work at your own level here. Whatever works for you. Make sure you're planting your foot flat, not on your tiptoes. 4, 3, 2, last one. And bring it back up and together. Woo! You can feel that. I know I can. All right, we are going to go back into the 1, 2, 3 tap to the front. Actually, I shouldn't say go back. We're going to add the 1, 2, 3 and traveling this time to our just front tap what we did the first time round. So let's start off with stepping with our left leg. So 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. Your left leg is that lead leg to start with. Not that it's that big of a deal, but if you are using your right leg to lead, then just make sure that when we switch, you switch and lead with your other leg. Four, 3, 2, last one, and just take to a march. This time we are going to start with our right leg, or if you already started with your right, switch and do it with your left. Okay, so taking a step with that right leg. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Last one. And we're going to just take it back to regular march. All right, so side to side. It's important to work out in all directions. We did forward, backward. We did a little bit of side to side with our step touch in the first round. So this time I would like to do a 1, 2, 3. We added in the 1, 2, 3 for the forward, backward. So let's add in the 1, 2, 3 for the sideways. So 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Get those arms moving with it. How about we do nice big cross-country ski arms. Legs going side to side, arms going forward and backward. Great for brain health to be crossing the midline like we are doing, forward and back, front to back, I should say. Four, 3, 2, last one, and back to regular march. And back to, now we finished off with the hopscotch front and back last time. We did them separate. This time we are going to combine them, and so it is going to look like front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back. Keep going with that. Remember, it's reaching towards or touching, whatever works for you. Four, 3, 2, last one, and just back to regular march. And this is a great time for another drink of water. Keep those legs moving. Actually switch my fan on now too. Been going long enough that I've warmed myself up. I hope I've warmed you up too. We have one round of our cardio left to go. So if you're wondering if we're going to go back into those low, wide, yep, we're going to do her again. Okay, so starting off with our march. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Take the legs wide. And we're going to go 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it down low. See if you can go a little bit lower this time. This is a very flattering move to make. I'm so glad that this is going to be saved for people to access at any time. Because I look great on here. Good thing. And I'm not even wearing my glasses. Maybe that's why it seems like I look great. Great, quotation marks. 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh my gosh, get back up. How are those legs? How are those quads? I'm sure feeling it in the quads. I'm guessing you are too. And And how about, let's see how we feel after the next one. 4, 3, 2, last one. Take the legs wide. Are you ready? 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it down low, a little bit lower than we did in the second round. Try and keep your chest up. Looking a little like a gorilla here. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, bring those legs together. I think that's probably enough. Especially if I want to fit in everything else that I wanted to get in. So yes, totally enough to do those. Okay, so what we're going to do is with the 1, 2, 3 tap, we're going to combine the 1, 2, 3 tap forward and the 1, 2, 3 tap to the side. So let's start off with our left leg, taking a step forward. 1, 2, 3 tap, 1, 2, 3 tap, and then we're going to head to the side. 1, 2, 3 tap, 1, 2, 3 tap. Okay, not necessarily starting with our left leg. Whew. That one tired me out. The squats, not this. Let's just switch this to a 1, 2, 3 knee. You can tap the opposite knee. And how about one more each direction after this one? Okay, last one here. And back. And regular march. I am going to grab another drink of water. Whew, I toasted myself up. Keep the legs moving. Okay, my next madness. All right, our hopscotch front and back, combining it again, but we are going to do it different. Instead of front, front, back, back, we're gonna do front on the right, sorry, front on your left, back on your right. Front, back. Four, 3, 2, last one, and regular march. And this time round, it's going to be the front with the right leg, back with the left. Here we go. Front, back. Keep going. Keep you going a little longer with this. See if we can get just a little bit more cardio out of you. 4, 3, 2, last one, and back to our march. Okay, Now I'm thinking that we can probably start cooling down a little bit. I worked you fairly hard, I would say, but I'm hoping, as always, that you were working at your own pace. We are here to offer the suggestions, offer the guidance, but you know your body best and what you should be doing, and you need to listen to your body. Okay, let's take this to a heel dig to the front. So left leg, heel dig, heel dig. We're slowing this down. Get comfortable with the legs. Let's add in some arms, just pressing to the back, kind of stretching open the chest while we're doing that. Take some deep breaths in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. We want to return that breathing rate and the heart rate back down to normal. And once we've done that, then we can continue on with our strength training. 4, 3, 2, last 1, regular march. And let's just take it to one last simple little step touch. So we'll take step to the side, step together. And let's see, what can we do different with the arms this time? How about, on the spot thinking, no, that was my greatest. Let's do a diamond. Slowing it down, finding myself speeding up again. And 4, 3, 2, last 1, and we'll just cross the midline. Nice, easy, low kicks. Take the arm to the opposite side again. So crossing the left-right midline here with arms and legs. Okay, my breathing rate and heart rate are back to normal. I hope yours are too. Feel free to keep marching on the spot, moving those legs just a little bit if you need to. Still bring your heart rate down a little bit more. Grab a drink of water. All right, we are going to start off with that chin tuck. I kind of mentioned that already before. Start off with that L on your hand. Thumb goes against your chest. Your index finger is against your chin. And I want you to just pull your head straight back from your chin. Don't tilt it back, just pull it back. Hold that for about 3 to 5 seconds, which is probably all right. And then just release that. But, like what you can see there with me, when I released it, it actually would feel really weird to take it back to that position. Like, what the heck, why was my head out there? But your head kind of sneaks forward like that, you don't even realize it. So let's do that again. I'm going to take my finger in closer this time to where my chin was the second time around and pull the chin back from there, getting that nice double chin that everybody loves. Makes you talk funny. Hold it there for a bit and then release. And yeah, I'm not feeling like I want to go back to that forward position again too. So a really good thing to, like a simple little exercise to sneak in every once in a while in your day, just to get that head back. And I'm going to give you another bonus of that. I actually had a bit of a headache for a good part of the morning, and that's one of the exercises that helps. If you pull that chin back, it kind of gives a bit of a stretch in the base of your skull where it kind of meets with your neck, and that little stretch can sometimes help to get rid of some of your headaches, depending on what's causing your headache. So there's your another tip for the day. Okay, and I'm wanting to still march. No, we don't need to still march. Next, another posture exercise. So that chin tuck, that was one of our posture exercises. Our next posture exercise that I'd like to do is that T squeeze. So taking those arms back, palms are facing forward. Take those arms back as far as you can and wiggle your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you can't, I want you to keep looking straight ahead. If you can't see your fingers wiggling in your peripheral vision, then that means your arms are back far enough. If you can see your fingers, then try and see if you can push those arms back a little bit more. Press those shoulders back and together. You don't have to squeeze your fingers, wiggle your fingers the whole time, but that gives you an idea of how far back you should have those arms. Okay, give those shoulders a bit of a shake. Nice big shoulder rolls backwards. And grab your exercise band. We will go into back squeeze. So grabbing onto your band, your feet are about shoulder width apart, or hip width, whatever you like. And grabbing onto the band so that your index fingers are either touching or fairly close together. Your hands are about armpit height. Take a breath in and exhale as you are pulling those hands apart, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then release nice and slow. So exhale as you're pulling apart, inhale on the release. Same speed, both directions. You don't want to let the band snap your arms back any faster. So when we're pulling apart and exhaling, think about squeezing your shoulder blades down and together, or as though you're tucking them into your back pockets. Nice, slow and controlled. Just make sure you are never holding your breath with any of the exercises, whether it's strength training or the flexibility or anything else in between. Slow and controlled. Elbows are going back, out and back as you're doing this. And how about 3 more? You thought I was going to say 2 more, right? Last 2 and last 1. Okay, give those shoulders a bit of a shake. Let's go for a chest fly. So chest fly, you are just putting that band under your armpits. Arms are out to the side, and you want to make sure you've got resistance, good amount of resistance on the band with your arms extended. So when you are doing it seated, if you're wanting to add some extra tension to it, you can wrap the band around the back of the chair. So standing, to add some extra tension here, I'm going to double up my band. Let's see how this goes. All right, double up the band, take the arms out, make sure you're not locking your elbows, and exhale as you are pulling forward, inhale as you release. So as you're coming forward, because this is a chest exercise, think about squeezing those chest muscles together. Holy smokes. I should have tried doubling up this one before I went live. That is actually quite hard with this band. But that's the beauty of it. Try it out. You don't have to do the whole thing with whatever you try. Okay, that was enough for me for that. I'm going to continue on with single. And feel free to do the opposite. If you started out with single and you're like, yeah, that's too easy, I'm not feeling anything, feel free to double it up. Or even to cinch up a little bit on it so that you have more resistance. Okay, how about 2 more? And I lost track again. And last one. Okay, give those shoulders a shake. For our second back exercise, because we want to do 2 back for every 1 chest in our classes. So our second back exercise is going to be the upright row. So sitting up nice and tall towards the front of your chair. Wrap that band around the bottom of your feet. Kind of point your toes so the band doesn't roll up and smack you in the face. Slight bend to your knees. You never want to lock the knees or your elbows. And your hands are going to stay on your thighs the whole time. They're just kind of slide up along your thighs. Take a breath in and exhale as you're sliding back to your hips, and then inhale as you release. Core is engaged. You are looking straight ahead. When those elbows are coming back, you're pointing them back behind you. You don't want them out to the side. And again, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Nice, slow and controlled, both directions. And how about we do another 3, 2, and last one. There we go. All right, while we're in this position, I would like to throw in an exercise that's great for rotation and like mobility of your spine. So sitting up nice and tall, still towards the front of your chair, your core is engaged, and I want you to have your knees together. It's the genie rotation. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, and we are going to turn slow and controlled to your left, and point that elbow behind you if you can. Take a peek behind you if you can. Hold that for just a little bit, and then turn back to the front. Pause there for a bit, and turn to your right. Hold that for a little bit. Peek behind you if you can. Point that elbow behind you if you can. Turn back to the front, and we'll do one more each side. So turning to the left. Point that elbow behind you if you can. Take a peek behind you. And rotate to the front. Pause for a bit. And rotate to the right. And slowly back to the front. There we go. And the reason you always want to pause in the middle when you're switching directions, whether it's a body rotation or a head stretch, neck stretch, or turning the head, anything like that, you always want to pause in the middle before switching directions, just to hopefully avoid any possible issues with vertigo. All right, so standing up, let's go into our, it's a shoulder exercise. So what I'd like to do with you today is the lateral raise. And so palms are facing forward, and we're just lifting up and out to the sides. And take a breath in and exhale as you're lifting the arms up. You only want to lift up to about shoulder height. When you're using the bands, it does get harder the higher you're raising your arms. So if this is as far as you can lift them, that's totally fine. That's far enough. Don't throw off your form to raise higher, because if I'm throwing off my form, oh, not good. You're gonna cause yourself some injuries at some point. Okay, and you're not gonna get as much out of your exercise. The other option you could do is just one arm at a time. How about we do that? And instead of just alternating, how about we do reciprocal, where I'm going up with one while I'm going down with the other. So this actually makes your core work harder too, because you're having to, it's having to work harder to stabilize, because you're not doing the same thing on each side. So in other words, a bilateral movement. Okay, let's do one more each side. All right. Sticking with this position, actually I'm going to step back on with another foot, because we're going into our bicep curl. So palms facing forward. Let's just do a regular bicep curl today. Palms facing forward, take a breath in, shoulders are still back and down, core engaged. Did I already say that? Chin tucked. Did I already say that? And Breath in, exhale as you bring the arms up. Inhale as you're releasing. If you are doing it seated, make sure that you are taking your arms down through that full range of motion. Don't just stop at your lap. You want to be working those muscles through the full range of motion. Exhale as you raise up. Inhale as you lower. Still keeping that chest up, shoulders back and down. And how about we go for 3 more? 2. And last one. There we go. Shake that out. Grab a drink of water. It's feeling very warm in here at the moment. I will not complain though, because it's far better than 40 below. Tricep. Take the band in your right hand, throw it across your left shoulder. That hand stays there, it does not move. Grab the band with your left hand and keep your elbow tucked into your side. This time we're gonna take the hands straight down. Extend straight down. So take a breath in and exhale as that arm is coming down. Inhale as you release. If you're wanting to challenge your balance a little bit with this, you can narrow your base of support, or you can do more of a stride stance. Or you can take your legs more in line. I'm going to try that one for a bit. And with my last couple, I'm going to take it to heel toe. And last one. And let's switch sides, shake that out a little bit. So grabbing the band in your left hand, throw it across your right shoulder. Right hand grabbing on fairly close. If you want to give yourself less resistance, have your arms further apart. If you want, more resistance. Less resistance, farther apart, more resistance, hands closer together. Of course, the more resistance you have, the harder it's going to be. So take a breath in and exhale as you extend down, keeping that elbow in close. So I am going to, again, challenge my balance, bringing those legs in closer together. This time, I am going to do a stride stance again, but I'm going to take the other leg in front this time, balance my weight between the two, rather than all my weight being on the back or the front. Okay, now I'm going to take it to tightrope. So it's like I'm standing all on one line. And for the last 2, I am going to bring it to heel toe. And last one. There we go. Shaking that out. We are done with the band for today. For our core, what I thought I would do with you today is a combination of a couple of them that you've seen us do probably several times. So sitting up nice and tall to the front of your chair, towards the front of your chair, core is engaged. And what you're going to do, hands, you've got the option either on your thighs or across your chest or behind your ears, but you're not pulling on your head, they're just kind of there. Okay, so pick your option. I'm going to do this one. So you're leaning as far as you can back without touching the back, and then bring it back up. Okay, so taking that back. Make sure you are keeping your chin tucked as you go back. Don't have your head up towards the ceiling. You should be looking straight ahead the whole time. Okay, so that is the first part. And now what I want to throw in there is the seated walk. So that's why I kind of want my hands this way too. So seated walk, you're shifting your weight to one hip, lifting up the other, and then kind of walking your way backwards on your chair. Okay, and then reverse it. You're actually lifting that one butt cheek up at a time to walk forward. Once you get to the front again, let's do some more seated crunches. So we're combining the seated crunch with the seated walk. Let's do 3 each time. How about, ooh, I feel that man moving. One more. And let's do that seated walk. And take it forward. And let's throw in some more crunches. I find myself wanting to take my head back too. I don't know if that's because I wear progressives or what. I find that because of my glasses, I tend to want to keep my head at a certain angle. All right, let's throw in one more. Okay, and that seated walk we'll do again. One more of those, and one more forward. And one more set of, let's do 5 this time. Taking it back. Keep that chin tucked and bring it back up. That's 4. 3. 2. And last one. There we go. All right. Get rid of your chair if you're not doing this exercises seated. What we're going to do next, if you are actually doing the exercises seated, what I would get you to do is, because we're going to be working our quads and our hamstrings, I would get you, we're doing lunges, everybody's favorite of those as well. So if you're doing it seated, I would get you to do extend, extend, and ham curl, okay? And just alternate between those. So those of you that are doing this, standing with me, I'm gonna get my chair out of the way. And let's see, I haven't done this. I think I need to come a little bit forward more. Okay, so this is around the world lunges. So make sure that chair is there if you need to hang on to it. So what you're going to do is a lunge forward and take it down. And I might have to do this sideways so you can see. So when you're taking it down, your front knee should be above your front ankle. And then bring that leg back, okay? And so that's forward. Side, we're gonna take a lunge out to the side and bend that knee. And then bring it back in. Do I have enough room behind me? And then back. So taking a step back. Let's move forward a bit. And then this time it's your right leg that is going down and the knee is staying above your ankle, and then back up. Okay, so switching, let's do that with the right leg now to start. Stepping forward, down into a lunge, back up, take it back to the side. I'm gonna try and stay within the frame now. To the side, and then back in. That should work. Take it back, down, and up. Okay, switch legs. So that one leg is straight when you're doing this. Back. Switching legs. Sorry, you shouldn't have to, I'm just kind of doing that extra little step so that I can kind of keep myself in the picture frame. but try to not take that extra step. Okay. And you're going straight up and down, and then once you're back up, then you're stepping back. Keep your chest up when you're going to the side. Same thing when you're taking that step back. You're going straight up and down like an elevator. Take a bigger step. And then back. Okay, I know lunges aren't a favorite for many people, so how about we stop with that one there? And it's a time where we should probably stop anyway with that. Okay, so that was around the world lunges. There's my new move for you for today. Next up, ham curls, but first I'm going to grab a drink of water. Feel free to do the same. Ham curl, you are just taking that leg up. Knees are fairly close together and alternating. Chair is there for whatever level of support you need. If you keep your core engaged, that will also help with balance. I'll just do a couple more of these because I want to sneak in some hip abduction too. Those are really important. Okay, one more each side. And last one. Okay, shake that out. Let's go straight into that hip abduction. So we're taking the leg out to the side, leading with the heel, and then bring it back in. Nice, slow and controlled. Leg out to the side, lead with the heel. Maybe even turn that foot in a little bit, and make sure your toes aren't pointed. You keep your foot flexed. This is where you want to feel that. Okay, for this last one, let's pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pulse this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake that out. And heel toe. That's another one that's really important. So up onto your toes. Hold that for a bit. Kind of squeeze those calves at the top. And then down and raise those toes up. You're going onto your heels. Make sure you're challenging yourself. If you're a little bit wobbly, that's totally fine. That means you're challenging yourself. So you should not be hanging on to your chair any more than you need to. Just do it to whatever level you need in order to give yourself that challenge. And I'm pushing myself again to make sure I'm challenging myself. So you should never feel bad about losing your balance or having to take a step or having to grab on. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. You don't see improvements if you don't challenge yourself. Okay, shaking that out. It is that time where we need to start with our flexibility. All right, so again, sitting up nice and tall towards the front of your chair. Heel down, toe pointing up, your core is engaged, and do not lock your knee. You are going to pivot forward at the hips. If you are leaning on a leg for support, it is that bent one, so take a breath in and lean forward, hinging at the hips. We're not doing curving of that spine, so head, neck, spine should be in good alignment. To do that, you're looking about 3 or 4 feet ahead of you on the floor. So right now you should be feeling a good stretch in your hamstring, the back of your thigh. Pull the toe up more towards your shin. and that should take the stretch to your calf. You do not want to reach for your toes anymore. In the days past, that was the recommendation, but not anymore. More important to keep that spine straight, or in alignment, I should say. Your spine is not straight. Okay, shaking that out. Other leg, heel down, toe pointing up. Take a breath in, hinging forward at the hips. Feel that nice stretch in your hamstring. Head, neck, spine in alignment. Taking some nice deep breaths. Make sure you're not holding your breath at any point. Pull the toe up more towards your shin. Feel the stretch in your calf. When you are stretching, slight discomfort or a pull, a good pull, is okay. But if at any point, let's check that out. If at any point you're feeling actual pain, then that's not good. We don't want that. If you're feeling pain, then that means you've gone too far and you need to let up a little bit. So turning to the side, one butt cheek on the chair, one off. You're sitting up nice and tall, core is engaged, and nice, this is one of my favorites. This is where you want to feel the stretch. Hip flexor quad stretch. So if you want to feel that a little bit more intense, you can lean back just slightly. If you want to add a little bit more, you can take that same arm up, the one as the leg that's extended. Feel free to hang on to your chair if you need for extra security. Again, not holding your breath. Reach that arm up. And release that, turn to the other side. Reaching up. Feel free to lean back a little bit. If you're leaning forward with this one, you're not going to feel that stretch as much. All right. And I'm going to have to start combining some stretches here because I'm running out of time. Take that leg up, and this is our glute hip stretch. So take the leg up this way, or if you can't get your leg up there, whatever level works for you. Okay, so there, take a breath in, hinge forward. I am going to sneak in a shoulder stretch here. Throw in some hand circles. These normally aren't two that I would combine, but like I said, I'm running out of time. Okay, shake that out. Other leg, up, hinge forward, keep your chest up. Let's throw in that shoulder stretch. Still making sure that if you're doing this one, that head, neck, spine is in good alignment. This is kind of an odd combination, but run out of time, but I want to make sure I get these stretches in. Okay, shake that out. Getting rid of my chair. Let's go for a tricep stretch. So reaching up and down between your shoulder blades, gentle press on your elbow or in your triceps area. If that's not feeling so good, if you have shoulder issues, feel free to take it across to the other side. Okay, shaking that out. Other arm up, reaching down between your shoulder blades. Gentle press on your elbow or your triceps area, or taking that arm across if you need. Okay, stretch open that chest. Press those shoulders back. You can rotate those arms around. Rotate them back up again. Make sure you're pressing your shoulders back the whole time. Nice big shoulder rolls backwards. And keep those shoulders level. Take one ear to your shoulder. Opposite arm is reaching towards the floor. Head back up to the center. Other ear to your shoulder. Opposite arm reaching towards the floor. head back up to the center, finishing off with 3 deep cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Make sure you're keeping your chest up. So take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. And one last time, deep breath in, stretch it up, and give yourself a hand because I'm sure you did awesome. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to either leave a comment on here or to email or call, whatever works for you. Again, thanks for joining me and take care. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.